Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Wordle with Art. We are going to continue our food theme. I replaced yesterday's awesome word, which for some reason suddenly escapes my memory. And I replaced it with sweet teas, and that was provided to us by Starry RZ. What did I use for yesterday? That's pretty embarrassing. I know the answer was equal. It wasn't wheat thins. That's the one that I think got me ionic. What the heck did I use? I used, strawberry. There you go. Okay. So let's go ahead and spin it. Let's see what we get from the food wheel. Slowing down and landing on, look at that, beefy pasty. I definitely know who gave that one to me. That comes from Martin Steed, and he has been a wonderful, viewer on the channel. And he always provides his solution. He is amazing, typically beats me, solves it usually in 3 or 4, and on top of that, he plays it in hard mode. Now, he gave this word pasty to me, and I guess just in keeping with double words, I added beefy, because that is a common thing that you can add to a pasty, which I had to look up, because at first I thought it was the word pasty. It's not. It's pasty, and it's a British delicacy. It's essentially like a folded pastry, and you can pretty much put whatever you want in it. You could put fruit, you could put beef, all sorts of tasty vegetables. Just talking about it makes my mouth water. But we are going to have fun with this one. As you can see, it's got some very nice letters. Pasty in itself would be a spectacular starting word. And beefy, yeah, we do replicate the Y and we get the double E. But boy, if there's an E in the word, we should have a good chance of locking in its position. So this will be very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. So let's go ahead, guys, and see how beefy pasty does for us today. All right, guys, beefy pasty it is. Let's go ahead and type that in. Beefy and pasty. So we got a nice F there, which is fantastic. I always like to get those slightly more unusual letters. And pasty didn't get us anything, so this is an interesting one. We obviously are looking at some different vowels here, aren't we? We have to test the IOU. That is priority number 1. That is priority number 1. We could do, let's see here. What would be a good way to get the IOU in one fell swoop? That would be really satisfying. We could do broil. No, we can't do broil. That's silly. I mean, we could actually, but it would not be good. We lost the B, and I just want to get all 3 of those. How do you get all 3 of those? Well, you can do pious, but it would be good to get a couple extra consonants too. I will have to do some research and find some other words that use the IOU. And what else could we do here? With the IOU? Well, a good word here would actually be could. Could would not be bad at all. We get 2 of those vowels, and we get really good quality consonants that could probably blend nicely with that F, because it could be like an FL word or something. So yeah, I'm going to go with could. Ooh, nice. So we got FOL. Hopefully that's enough for us to work with to try to seal this up. Let's see here. Ooh, I see one. I see flour. I see flour. FLOUR. That would be really cool, because that would sort of be in keeping with our food theme. All the letters look appropriate. Let's give it a shot. It's not flour. Darn it. Okay, so it's obviously floor. It would have just been so nice to get that in one shot. Oh well, floor is still not bad. What can you do? A 5-guesser, though. Ouch. A 5-guesser, right? But having said that, could was, I think, a very good word. And, you know, I was a little lucky because it didn't need the I after all. So, you know, I could have easily picked something with 2 of the other vowels. But could did do the trick. Oh my gosh, I'm beyond moronic. I can't believe I did that. I literally lost the chance to get a 4 today because there was no U. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, guys. So lay it on me in the comments. That was really dumb. I can't believe I did that. I'm very lucky that that wasn't kind of like the final guess because that could have cost me the game. Oh, that's just so stupid. What was I thinking? I think I was just so giddy about keeping up with the food thing and thought it was so cool that you got flour. But I should have just relaxed and said to myself, do we have all the letters locked in? Are we not overriding anything? Of course, we're overriding that U. That was really silly of me. And we will settle for 5 on floor, but it could have been a 4. Okay. Let's go straight to Scordle. Let's see here. So we went beefy pasty could flour floor, of course. Okay. So the answer was floor. Beefy pasty could and flour, and then it just kills me to have to type in that 5th floor. Just making sure that this looks good on the screen. Okay, so what do we got? We got actually a very substantial reduction from beefy. I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that beefy got it down to 380. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So we're looking at about a oh my goodness, what are we looking at here? My math is a little off today. We went from 15,000 to 500 is a 30 times reduction. Okay, so we did about a 40 times reduction with beefy, which is pretty cool. Pasty brought it down a decent amount more, but only by about a factor of 5. Okay. Could was really good. Wow, it got it down to 5. And I'm curious. It could have been a few other things. It could have been a few other things, but I was so intent on flour. If I had just been a little bit more careful, then I would have gone with the double O rather than maybe kind of like completely rewinding and going, say, with like flown. So those to me would be the only 3 legit options. Some of these words are just so bizarre. It's almost like we filched them from a foreign language. Flon, kloof, felon. I don't know. They come from a lot of these come from foreign languages. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, there we have it. And then floor. Yeah, and there's no doubt. I knew that Scordle would crush me today after that mistake. Slate, flock, floor. Here's another new one, guys, that if you're willing to remember, could help. When you start with slate, which you should, if you want to go for, fast guesses here, and the L lights up and it's locked in position. Wow, look at that. They want you to go straight with flock. Interesting. I mean, that does make sense because you want to get a quality value. You would want the O. You would want the C. And I guess it just knows in its built-in dictionary that there's many words that end in CK and that F is a good blend consonant. It's very clever. Well, there you have it, guys. That is slightly disappointing to blow a nice 4, to blow it like that, just by being so reckless. But that's okay. We are still keeping that streak alive. It's going to be totally okay. And yeah, that was fun nonetheless. Scordle did kick my butt on this one. And I know you guys will too. Floor does not at all seem like it'll be a bad one. Yeah, the double O is slightly sneaky, but apart from that, I know you guys will wend your way to the correct answer probably in about 3 or maybe 4 shots. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed that version of Wordle with me today. And of course, put in the comments your path to victory. And I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow, of course, with yet another edition of Wordle with Art.